Alright, here we are. Here we are back once again. This is Groundhog Gaming, and this is our Starfield playthrough. It looks like we're at about episode 6. We're getting on with this thing. So we're going to sleep for an hour, and we are still docked.
You are the soundest sleeper I've ever seen.
Yes, I am. We are still docked, so we have to get in the pilot seat. We cannot fast travel when we are docked anywhere to anything. When we're landed, we can, but if we're docked to a space station or to another ship, we cannot fast travel. So we must undock, and that means we must be in the pilot seat. And now we're going to hit tab and go to Neptune. Oops, back to the Sol system. And we're going to go up here to Neptune. And we are going to hit X and X to travel. And I took a point out of engines. I want to put it back. I forgot what was about to happen. So we're going to put that point back in engines. Now we're going to go up here.
Wait, you see that? There's a ship just drifting out there. No time to take in the sights. That could be our vanguard.
Yeah. So we're going to go towards that ship.
Something's wrong. The ship's weapons are powering up. Get ready.
Vanguard's a civilian ship. Come in.
If you stop shooting at us, we'd be more than happy to respond.
It's not me. Mercs hijacked my ship. White-lined a couple of them, but they've locked me down. Really could use an assist.
We blow that ship out of the stars, he's dead and our artifact's gone. We're going to have to board. Target the engines. Once they stall out, we'll have our chance.
So we just have to hit R to target lock them. And as soon as his engines are gone, we're going to hit R to lock him again. And just keep smashing his engines. And then when we do
That's
that, we can hold R
Start
to
the
lock.
docking routine.
Come on. Let's go rescue that vanguard.
Whenever you lock onto a target, it slows down time somewhat. So we're going to board. And we've got our, we're going to get our weapon out here. And that's where we came in. There's Sarah. And we are going to do here.
Get on your border.
Oh, quit. I'm stuck behind something. Come on, Sarah, move.
Soldier King. I can't see.
Alright, get out of the way. Where are you going, buddy?
Neutralize the target. This is it.
Okay, reloading. Looting dudes. I guess I looted that from his ship, but you know, that's okay. Now we're going to go here and make sure we got all that junk looted. And Moara's ship key is here. We're going to take all this stuff and we'll talk to Moara. They locked him in up here and then took over his ship from the nav console or something. Who knows?
Am I glad to meet whoever you two are? Looks like we're all in one piece. Any day you walk away from, right?
Yep. Who were those people? Why'd they hijack your ship?
Ecliptic mercs. They'll work for anyone. And vanguards don't exactly make friends with local pirates, thieves, and scavengers. Think enough of them finally got fed up and they pooled their money to hire professionals.
Well, we're from the Explorers Group Constellation. We need to talk.
What? You guys still exist? Man, I've only heard stories.
We've heard stories too, about a strange object you found on patrol.
So, you know what that thing is? I tried to hawk it in Sidonia, and the guy thought I was peddling phony titanium.
It doesn't play nice with scanners. It'd be worthless to someone trying to flip rare minerals quickly.
So you're saying I shouldn't be using it as a hood ornament?
You were out on patrol for a long time. People are worried.
Oh, that. Yeah, I mean, it's been a mess lately. Spacers, Varun zealots, plus Ecliptic tracking me down.
We ran into a few members of Ecliptic at the Nova Galactic Star Yard. I'm guessing they were after you.
Damn. That's probably how they found me. I knew taunting the Spacers to meet me at Neptune was a long shot. Making rookie mistakes. I've been chasing shadows around the Sol system for years. And every time I go back to Mars...
Sidonia is waiting for you. Run down. Forgotten.
Feels like everyone's given up, you know? I've just been spending more and more time in the Starfield. Sometimes I wonder if I'm really going back.
I could recruit him as crew here. Maybe it's time you got out of Sol. I could use more crew.
Yeah? You know, that's actually kind of tempting. I'd have to settle some things back on Sidonia. Maybe hit me up there later.
All right.
If you don't mind, we came here for something. That strange object you found?
Right. Hey, it's yours. Appreciate the rescue. Hope you figure out whatever that thing is.
Let's grab the artifact.
Now I can put him on our crew. I'm going to take that.
Good work. Let's get back to the lodge.
All right, so all we got to do is go back. So I can go to Sidonia and hit him up to put him on my crew, and he's free. He's got another door here, but we're not going through there. We're not going to worry about it. We're just going to board to the cockpit
Captain on deck.
and undock. Yeah, when we put him on the crew, he'd sell off his ship or whatever he does. And we're just going to fast travel. We can't do that. We've got to take some points out of engines. We got to take a point out of there. And now we can fast travel. Because it won't go until we're going to scan this planet. And Neptune is Neptune is an ice giant, so we can't land on ice giants, gas giants, things like that. So whenever we scan it from space, it's fully surveyed, just in case you're wondering. Now back down here to Alpha Centauri and to the lodge, not the eye. We don't want to go to the eye, we want to go to the lodge. And that is down here, and we're just going to land there. But we'll get rid of all this stuff later that we're carrying around. We'll do that next, but first things first. We have a skill point available. That's good news because we needed one. And we're going to go do something different here. But first we're going to take care of this. Get some things cleaned up.
We have it. Go ahead. Do the...
It fits. Energy spiked a bit, but it's restabilized.
Is there anything new showing up?
No, it's the same as before. There's a massive output as the artifact is added, then it harmonizes. Like it's waiting for the others.
That's speculation, but I think you're right. We need more. Here. You've earned this. Welcome to Constellation. As a full member this time.
Well, what does it mean to be a full member?
Honestly, this just makes it more official. Call it right person, right place, right time. But once the artifacts started coming together, you were one of us.
Well, it's an honor to be part of this.
We're going to do great things together. All of us. By the way, how would you like to keep traveling together?
No.
I'm not sitting behind my desk for this. These artifacts are a new chapter for Constellation, and I'm going to be out there for it. And I want you out there as well. You got results. I need someone like you watching my back.
Maybe later. I have a few personal errands to run. Just so you know, because of her leadership, she has the leadership quality up here. Because of that, when you add her to your crew, she adds 1 to your crew capacity. So she's basically a free crew member. Not like Bethesda's pushing you to marry Sarah or anything.
Fair enough. But before you go, let me tell you about our other leads. First, there's an expedition that Sam Coe has been putting together. It's in Freestar Collective Space, and he knows it inside and out. There's also the Eye, our star station in orbit. About time for you to meet Vladimir. He's been hard at work tracking down more anomalies. And last but not least, Noel. Have we heard anything from Barrett yet?
A courier from Argos Extractors came by to let us know they're packing up the operation on Vectera. But that's it, no other word.
That's not good. We should get over there and check on Barrett in person.
All right. Who's Sam Coe? What's this expedition of his?
Oh, that's right. He wasn't here when you first showed up. He should be back by now. I'll let him handle the introductions. If I steal his thunder, I'll never hear the end of it.
Okay, so what's the Eye? Who's Vladimir?
We maintain a star station in orbit above us. It's where we do all our deep space scanning. Vladimir runs the station. Brilliant astronomer. Years of practical experience.
What can you tell me about
This
Barrett?
silence is getting awkward.
Yeah. What? What can you tell me about Barrett anyway?
His mind is always somewhere, but there's no arguing his knack for being in the right place at the wrong time. Oh, too bad he couldn't see the artifacts coming together. But knowing him, he'll be so excited when he gets a look, it won't occur to him that he's missed anything.
So what should I do first?
It's all important, but if you want a direction, I'd grab Barrett first. He's not just an old friend. He's been all over the settled systems.
All right, so that's it.
Talk to you later.
Yep, and we can talk to Sam Coe. He's out there. We're going to change this. We're going to not do that right now. What we're going to do is we may go back to Vectera and then go do Mantis, but we're going to do one or the other. I won't be able to finish Mantis this trip. Let's see. Oh, we've got some stuff to do. Talk to Sergeant Yumi. Not that one. Talk to Sergeant Yumi. We can do that. We got some stuff to do, so we're gonna go up and we've already slept, but we're gonna go up and sleep again. I thought we slept when we first got here, but we are missing some points, but maybe not. All right, so we're gonna R and clean out anything that's in here. Q. Clean out any kind of nonsense. We got this, which we want to equip. So we want to put our deep mining spacesuit away. We've got our pack. We've got a helmet. This is much better than what we're carrying, so we're going to put that away. Our apparel is the same. Our ammo is the same. We probably have a gun. Yeah, we're going to sell all this nonsense. This Furious Calibrated Eon, we're gonna sell our regular one, and we'll keep this one. Modified Grindel. No, we're not getting what I want. We're not getting Grindels that are semi-automatic, but we've got 1,406 rounds, so that's good news, I guess. We'll go to notes and see if they can put anything in here. We can put this in there. We don't need that. Nope, we can't yet. Vanguard Moara slate we can put in here. Not that that weighs anything. But that's it. I'll get out of there. We'll sleep for an hour. Which is 2 hours and 5 minutes on this planet. And then we're going to go talk to Sergeant Yumi. And we'll just do a couple of things around town here. And straighten some things. Get our stuff cleaned up just a little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm not talking to you right now, Sarah. You're... these are pretty easy. And we'll probably go... We may modify our ship a little bit and just go get Barrett first. We need to do some ship modifications first, though. Which we may or may not be able to do easily. We don't need cash right now, but... Oh, wait. We got a point. Yeah, we got a point. So, ballistics we can't level up. Medicine we can't level up. We can't level up any of this, though we're getting close. Persuasion we can. Wellness we can. Gonna level up wellness because that's an extra 10% on our health, which is important. So we will at some point go cook off a couple more levels. We can level this up too pretty easily there. I was going to show you how to do that. Maybe I'll go back, just burn off a few levels after we do this, and show you what how we get things leveled up, fitness and weightlifting and all of that. But we're going to go down here, and this is not all that difficult to do. This is pretty fast, quick and painless. And then we'll go up and burn off a couple levels.
It's getting moved to Gagarin.
Really?
All right, when we go out of here, we're going to go... We got to sell a bunch of stuff too. But we'll do that. After we pick this one up, we'll run over to Jemison Mercantile and sell off stuff. Oh, this cold. Or whatever it is. It's not really a cold. It's just...
Well, hello. You hear about the job by any chance? The officer over there can help you with any bounty issues.
Yeah, job. Tell me about it.
Part-time security officer. The position's very flexible. You can basically work whenever you're available. No pressure. We've had some gaps in the schedule lately. Macy's out on maternity leave. Jose's on loan to Sidonia. When it rains, it pours type of situation. So really, we just need someone to fill the void. Interested?
Yeah, definitely. Just tell me what I need to do.
Well, first things first, I have to ask, do you have any security experience at all?
No, but I'm a quick learner.
Now that is exactly what we need. Someone willing to learn. We're not talking urban pacification here. This is safety and security. Easy. Well, I think I've heard all I need. Your first assignment couldn't be easier. Go to Mast and check in with Agent Plato at Aegis. There was a package left at a dead drop, and they need UC security to handle it. He'll fill you in on the details.
Okay, and that's it. We're not going to do anything.
Let me know if you have
We're
any
just
questions.
gonna hit L. All right, so we're going to go into our thing and make sure this is active, and I think it's just an activity. Keeping the peace, okay? And we're going to get out of here, and we'll run over and sell some stuff off, whatever we can. And we may run down to our ship and sell some more, but we're going to get up here and sell anything that we can sell.
Ever wonder how the Crimson Fleet seems to be everywhere? It's because they have little outposts everywhere. There were so many facilities abandoned after the Colony War, the pirates used them as forward operating bases. All over the settled systems.
Okay.
Hi there. Thanks for stopping in. Feel free to look around.
Hey.
I can take care of transactions, and if you've got questions, just ask.
What a nice place you've got here.
Thanks. It's hard work, but it all pays off in the end. And I can't take all the credit. Gerhardt, my business partner, he does so much of the work behind the scenes. If it weren't for him, I don't know where we'd be now.
Well, I'd like to see what you have for sale.
Oh, please, take a look.
All right. So, first things first, we're going to go down here to resources. And whenever we go into anywhere, we buy all the adhesive they got. We don't need aluminum or any of this. We could probably use some of this other stuff. But what I'm really here for this time around is some tungsten. Chlorosilanes, we are going to buy that because I know we need that. The rest, I'm probably not going to. We're going to need europium too. Going to buy that. But if she's got tungsten, that's what we really want. Lubricant is another thing we want to buy pretty much every time we see it. And there's another polymer, that's another one. Sealant, we're going to buy a bunch of that. And then what we're looking for though, solvent. Oh, they got solvent. That, we want tungsten. And we'll just buy all they've got. We're going to be, and titanium. We could use some of that. But that's it. That's all we really need. Maybe a couple of these. We'll just buy them all. Doesn't matter. Use a lot of that too. So we're going to tab out of here. No, we're going to hit Q and go out of here. And we're going to sell off what we've got. Now she now has 7,000. She starts with 5,000 credits typically. And she now has 7,466. So we're going to go in here and sell off anything we don't actually need. Like this disassembler Grendel. We don't need that. The extended mag side star, don't need that. The Eon, this Eon we're going to sell. That one we're going to keep. These 4 Grendels we don't need. This modified Grendel here we don't need. And that's it. And then we're going to tab back and see. I say tab back, and then we'll see what else we got here. I don't think we're selling anything else out of our inventory. So we're going to hit Q and sell from the ship. And we can sell everything except for, we want to sell that. But we're going to go here to weapons, and we're going to sell these 3 calibrated Grendels, the bashing side star, the combat knife, and I usually go with the more high price stuff. It doesn't really matter. She's going to run out of cash anyway. Definitely get rid of this one. Now we won't be able to sell all of these. $12.59. Yeah, there we go. We'll sell one less, one fewer. And then that'll leave her with 209, which we may be able to find something a little closer, like 191, 209, 209. If we go 2 of these, that's 206. Yep. And that leaves her with 3 credits. And we now have 63,000 credits. So we're building up cash big time. So we're going to get out of here.
Appreciate the business.
Yeah. And I'm going to run back down towards the ship. We're going to get rid of this stuff. But we're going to go to the... wow. Down here to the kiosk and sell stuff.
be scanned as you enter the city.
Fart. But we're gonna go here to the kiosk and sell stuff.
Hey, kind of.
Trade Authority kiosk. There we go. And we're gonna hit Q to sell from the ship, and then we're just gonna go in here and sell. Start here and sell everything. And then the pack will sell that. And we're not wearing anything right now, so we don't want to sell the aid. That's those are ship parts. We need those, and resources. We're obviously not going to sell.
Breaking my concentration here.
So what we want to do is go in here and go to the ship and hit F and hit Q and go down to resources and hit T. And then we want to escape out to here, and we want to go to inventory, and we want to put on our spacesuit because that's important. And then we want to go down and put on our pack, which we're wearing, and we want to go put on our helmet, which is important. Now it's still going to show us here as not wearing anything because we're in a settlement, but we definitely wanted to put those on before we tried to go anywhere. You'll die quick, fast, and in a hurry if you jump out on a planet and you're not wearing anything. Not wearing a spacesuit.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep.
So
And my
now-
mother wanted me to be a doctor. Okay, no bounty.
So now we're going to mast.
I know it's been a rough week.
I'm feeling all right. That being said,
All right, so out of here. Not the wrong button. Mast. Okay. So I'm sorry about the cough, y'all. I may have to take a few days off. Get rid of this. Oh, we don't have to go up there. What am I doing? There's an elevator right over here. And that's what we need is an elevator. And we're going to go to... So sorry. Defense Research, Health and Human Services, and Aegis. And it's going to take us up to the floor with those three agencies in it. And there's Aegis. Defense Research is there, and Health and Human Services is over there. So we're going to go in here, and there's somebody sitting here. That's not usually the case.
You are, of course, welcome at any time here in Mast. Same as anyone. Just be aware that you are being monitored.
Of course. What's Aegis?
We're the intelligence arm of the United Colonies. Think of it this way. UC security responds to threats. It's Aegis's job to anticipate and prevent them.
So basically the CIA and NSA kind of combined. Your name is Plato?
No. My parents would never have been so presumptuous. Every agent who joins Aegis gets to choose a pseudonym, pending approval, of course. I chose this for myself when I signed on. I have, of course, since learned that I am not nearly as smart as I thought I was as a younger man. I suppose none of us are.
What can you tell me about Aegis?
All you really need to know is that we're here to serve and we're the good guys.
Yeah.
Our main priority is the safety and security of the citizens and assets of the United Colonies, wherever they may be. We keep an eye on, well, everything.
Uh-huh. This is how I really look at it, but I'm going to say this. But I really feel any agency that feels the need to point out that they're the good guys usually aren't. But we're going to say this instead.
No need to thank me. It's an honor to be of service.
Uh-huh. I was asked by UC Security to pick something up.
Ah, right. You're Sergeant Yumi's recruit. You're taller than I expected.
Thanks, I guess.
Oh, it wasn't a compliment. Just an observation. In any case, let me fill you in. We have a dead drop that we think has been compromised.
Uh-huh.
So I'd like someone from UC Security to handle the pickup instead. Take the package back to Sergeant Yumi, and he'll check it in as evidence before it gets routed back to Aegis.
Okay, got it. What do you mean the location's been compromised?
We think non-UC affiliated groups have their eye on it, and are using it to identify field agents. Normally, we just burn the location, but we didn't get this intel until after the drop. So we're going to need non-Aegis personnel to do the pickup to cover our tracks.
Got it. Just tell me where to pick it up.
Take the NAT to the spaceport. There should be a Galbank ATM right next to the station.
Yeah.
The package is taped under one of the benches. Grab it and deliver it to Sergeant Yumi, and the job's done.
All right, so that's it. What's in the package?
You really should know better than to ask for classified intel. What is this, your first day on the job?
Yep.
Don't worry, I'm just giving you a hard time. I still can't tell you what's in the package, though. Good luck with the mission.
Yeah, all you gotta do is go grab that and then take it to Yumi. And it's over. It's done. This is easy peasy. So, it's gonna tell you to go to Commander Tuala's office. You just want to go to the NAT station. There's no point in going to Commander Tuala's office. You just got to run out and around instead of just coming over here. When you get off, you just look to the right, and there's the Galbank ATM. If you didn't notice it before, it's been sitting there the whole time, right there. And we just go in here, pick this up, look around, make sure nobody's watching. I don't see anybody looking at me. Maybe this guy. Okay. Hey, citizen. So basically, if you work for the government, you become a citizen. Anytime you work for the UC, basically in any capacity. Then we just go over here.
How's the investigation? Still have questions? Go ahead. Nicely done. It's really hard to find good help these days. That being said, my luck seems to be turning around. We've gotten a lot of new personnel as of late, not just you. Who knew all I had to do was put up a sign?
I'm glad it worked out.
As am I. And the best part is, since you're all part-timers, there's no paperwork. Anyway, here's your payment. And if I have any more work for you, I'll let you know.
2,500 credits and 100 XP. That's good news. And now we are going to go back up to the planet. We're going to go back up to our outpost. And we're going to cook off a couple levels. But first, we're going to build another extractor. We're going to build another extractor, just what I said. So we're going to do a F, R, B, and we're going to go down here to cobalt, and it's the one that's tough. So we're going to get over here, get up there, roll it sideways, and hit E. And then, okay. Yep. And then we're going to hit tab, and we're going to right click that and take it to the same place we took our other cobalt extractor. And this will be necessary later on. It's not so much necessary now, but it will be necessary later on. And that we've already got our chain created, so we don't have to worry about it. tab escape. Alright, and we're just going to go up to our... I usually get this closer, but that's okay. We're going to go in here, burn off a couple levels, and I'm going to show you a way that you can... Now, I'm going to sleep for like 5-6 hours, doesn't matter, 8 hours. Everything will be full. Now we'll see if this evens things up a bit on our cobalt and nickel production. Alright, so going over here, going in there. So we're just going to burn off levels till we get to, and if we get 2 or 3, that's plenty. I'm not worried about getting too much, but that's it. So there's 6 left there. That's still evened up. And these are much more even. They're not exactly even, but they're a lot closer. Alright, so that's it. Now, we are overburdened, right? We're going to go pick this stuff up. And again, see how that uses up our health? Our health going down, 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 down. And then we just E. And 1 hour and we are fully healed. We're going to do it again. Dun, 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 dun. And do it again. And that's going to get us pretty close to... Yep, there we are. Alright. So now, we're going to go over here, and we're not going to do all that, but we're going to go into our inventory, and we're going to drop all of those. Alright. And then we'll come over here and rest again. That's fine. Doesn't matter. And then I'm going to show you, we've got to go into P here. And that should have gotten our wellness. We are at 100%. That is our maximum health that we can get to. Now we've only got 1 point left. So we're going to put it in persuasion. And we're just going to, we didn't get that many levels, but it doesn't matter. We don't want to cook off too many just yet. Pretty soon it won't be too bad, but right now we don't want to cook off a whole bunch. We could cook off a couple more, it wouldn't hurt anything, but we've used up all available oxygen and carbon dioxide 20 times, and we do that just by walking around and burning it up when we're overburdened or when we're sprinting. Weightlifting is where we got to sprint 1,000 meters while at 75% or more of your maximum load capacity. Alright, so the way we do that is we go into our inventory, and our maximum is 145, right? So we take our maximum, 145, and we say times, let's say 76%. That's 110 kilos. I am so sorry. 110 kilos minus the 48 that we have. That's 62 kilos divided by 1.6 is equal to 38.75. So 39 in whole numbers. And that's important because we need to pick up 39, or we can just go over here and cook off 39 adaptive frames, because each adaptive frame weighs 1.6. So if we go here and we want to cook off 39 of them, and that's going to put 39 of them in our inventory. Right? And we confirm that. And now we weigh 76% of our maximum weight, which is over 75. Now we come out here. We got about 20 minutes left. So to just show you how this works, we're going to go over here and we're going to sprint. And we're just going to run around the outside edge of this. And because this is a fairly low gravity planet, hold on, stop. Go in here. We've got some aid that'll help us as well. We've got amp. We're going to hit B and save this to right here. All right. And then we're going to hit that, use that amp, and then we're going to sprint. Because we're running faster and using less oxygen while we do it when we're using amp. So we're going to run around this thing until we've used up all available oxygen and all carbon dioxide. We're just going to run around the outside edge of this until we're done. And it's going to take us a couple of trips around. I thought I saw a ship over there, but it wasn't. But we're just going to keep running around until we've used up all of our CO2. We're going to max out our CO2 on this deal as well. And that's close enough. All right. So now we've done 750 meters, and we can actually go in and look. It's probably a little more than that because it takes a little bit for it to catch up. Yeah, 812. So, all right. We'll let that recharge, and one more time, and it'll be leveled up. It'll be upgraded, or we'll be capable of ranking it up. So that's all you've got to do is just pick up some stuff and run around with it. And this is a good, on low grav planets you can run farther, and if you're using amp you can run farther. So we're there. Sprint and do it again, and we'll get it pretty soon. It won't take very long. One trip around ought to do it. Maybe a little more than that, but it won't be much. Our amp is worn off. And I'm not going to use another one just for the little that we've got left. Alright, so there it is. What is that over there? It's one of those crystalline things. Yeah, I swore I saw a ship. But now we go in here, put our stuff in the ship. And that's it. And then we can, that's that. We're carrying around quite a bit. Now I want to go down and modify the ship just a little bit. All right. So we're going to make our ship just a little bit different. We're not going to change it drastically, but we are going to change it a little. All right. And what I want to do is pull that off of there and pull this off of here. Grab this and drag it forward and put it on there, and then double click this and pull it all forward, and then go down here and pull this forward right there, and then yeah, I'm probably gonna have to do something a little different than I thought, but we'll put that there. We'll roll around here and back up. Put that there. And then I want to add another hab on the end of here. I want to say G. And I want to hit Q or T until I get to halves. And then I want to go down here to Nova Galactic, and I just want to put a that has passenger slots. I've got a max crew of 2. Nova Galactic Engineering Bay. That's a 3x1. I don't want that. So we're just going to hit the arrow keys. We want to find one that has, we've already got a, now the computer core has 1 crew station, so it's going to add crew. The control station adds 4. Yeah, we're going to put that on there. That's where we're at. All right, and then we're just going to take all of this and move it back. And then this is not going to work here anymore. I don't think this is attached. Let's see, flight check. Yeah, it is still attached. So we're going to leave it right where it is. But we've got to add some engines. And I can't remember how I went about doing this last time. I think I took these off of here. These engines off. Move these forward 1. And then I went here and went G, I think, and put in, I gotta go to, I'm gonna go T until I get to structural. And I want a, let's see, Nova. Nova wing, not a Nova wing. I want an engine support. I guess I could put on a Nova radiator. Yeah, this Nova radiator. Then move that back and attach that. And then do the same thing here, G. And put a Nova radiator. And then attach our engine back to it. Alright. And then come here and hit G. And let's see. Hit T until we get to engines. T or Q doesn't make any difference. I never can remember which way it is. And then add the White Dwarf 1020s. They use max power 3. Ugh. I hate to do that, but those use max power 3. Might as well add these. And come around here to the other side and hit G. And put the same thing on right there, just like that. And we have 1 error. Ship is too heavy to grab jump, reduce mass or increase the... okay. Alright, so we may have to change a couple other things. This is our reactor, right? So we've got a Stellarator reactor. Pull that out of there. And this is our grav drive, which only has grav jump thrust of 13. Oh, Lord. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's get up here where we're not doing that. And what we want to do here is hit G and find a different grav drive. And we want something with more than 13. We've got to have a Class A, but it has to have more than 13 grav jump thrust. There's the Helios 300. That has 23 grav jump thrust. We could use that. This is the Helios. What did I say it was? Wait. Tab out. What is that? That's a Nova Galactic one. All right, so G. Looks just like the Helios ones. The Nova Galactic, there's the 13. The 170 has 14. But we can go with the Helios, and it's Class A. Uses a max power of 9, which we don't care. We're gonna buy that one, and then we got to delete this one. All right, and then we've got a reactor with 14 power generated. So we're going to come in here and we're going to say G, and we're going to T until we get to reactors. There we go. So we need something that's Class A, but more than, there's the Stellarator. That's not bad. That power generated 20. That ought to do it. We can go with this too. That has a power generator of 20 with a hull of 420, and this has a hull of 440. So if we're going to buy one, this is the one to go with. All right, now we have 2 errors, but we're gonna delete this, and now we have no errors, and everything is attached. We can actually move this forward if we wanted to, or we could take this and move it down there, but we're not going to do that. We're going to leave it just exactly like it is, except for what we've got. It kind of looks a little bit funky, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I'm going to leave it like it is. I don't think, let's see, gee. I don't think we can attach those weapons the way they are. And we're going to go T till we get to structural. And there's a Nova Galactic, Nova Cowling. Yeah, see, it doesn't have the same kind of attachments as the other. It doesn't have a weapon mount on either side, which would make it difficult to attach our weapons the way it is. So we'll just not do that. We'll tab out of there. And we're going to exit. We now have 100 mobility, which we didn't have before. We have a max crew of 4, which is limited by us now, not by the ship. And a hull of 511, which is significant. So we're going to do that, and we spent 39,044 credits in total. And so now we're going to tab out. And we now have a new ship, which we have 2 more engines, but we can fully, we're actually going to be better off than we were before. So we're going to go in here, and this is our captain's quarters, just like it was before. All right, and there's our cockpit, just like it was before. But back here, we have a control station, and our docker is right there. So that's the only thing that changed for us. It doesn't change a whole heck of a lot. And we've only got about 6 minutes left, so we're gonna take off real quick and get our power squared away, and then we'll land again and end the episode. And we're gonna go get Barrett. So our Frontier now looks a little different. It's not ugly, it's not gorgeous, but it's not ugly, and it's a better ship.
Engage and pull them to shit.
What the hell, man? All right, so I can put lots of max out missiles, and I can come over and put as much as I can. out of here. God dang it, come on. Get me out of there. I'm dying. What is that? That's a coyote?
Die already!
Slow down. No! I gotta hit the O. I could probably take that ship, but... Alright, got rid of him. Now we've got a scarab over here. If it lets me out of here. Come on, get me out of targeting. Now, let's get over here. Yeah, I'm taking your ship, buddy. Engines. Damage my grav drive, you're done. You just don't know it yet. Get his engines. I may not be able to take his engines. Before I kill him. Oh man, that kind of sucks. Alright, so that didn't work out. I wanted to take one of those ships, but I couldn't disable his engines while I was in targeting mode, and finally it lets me out. I don't know why it's locking me in there. And we're gonna go collect this. Well, we know we've got a fight. We used 2 ship parts to repair, so we're gonna have to buy some more ship parts. But we're much faster now. Because our engines have more power in them, and we're going to take the we're going to take out of missiles. I never use missiles, and we've got to take one out of there, and that gives us a top speed of actually 87, which is good news. And we could probably tab and land. And so that worked out. And we did get something out of that. Because what we've got to do in order to level up piloting, we could do that now. We've destroyed 5 ships, and all that does is give us increased turning rate and maneuverability. But targeting control systems, we have only got 3 of 5 because we didn't have targeting right there at the beginning. But time to lock on enemy ships, and target lock ships fire at you 25% slower with rank 2. And then down here you're locking on fast, and you do increased damage. It's a good idea to get this maxed out, and we're going to, just not right now. But we're going to take this off. We're going to turn that off, and we're going to turn back to Vectera on, because we have what we need for that. And we're going to go up here and end this episode. I need to remember to buy ship parts when I'm in town. When I get to any city, which won't be too long. So, wrong button. This is Groundhog Gaming. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and y'all have a great day. We'll see you in the next episode.